The Shark Deck.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The coronation is now 1 week away, and beginning Monday, we'll have our normal news and gossip episodes in the morning and bonus episodes in the afternoon that are coronation specific. The BBC asked a good question, however. What does the King do? They report, the King is the UK head of state. However, his powers are symbolic and ceremonial, and he remains politically neutral. He receives daily dispatches from the government in a red leather box, including briefings ahead of important meetings or documents needing his signature. The Prime Minister normally meets the King on a Wednesday at Buckingham Palace to keep him informed on government matters. These meetings are completely private, and there is no official record of what is said. Despite Charles being the King, some are planning on chanting, "Not my King," next weekend. Graham Smith, leader of the anti-monarchy group Republic, said activists will wear yellow T-shirts and carry yellow placards in groups along the procession route, and also gather for a major demonstration in Trafalgar Square on May 6. They plan to be peaceful and respectful, as stunts are not a good look and doesn't help the cause. More than 1,350 people had pledged to take part so far. You may be familiar with the King from his character's appearance in the most recent season of The Crown. He was the guy married to Diana for a while. Well, The Crown has cast its youngish versions of Kate Middleton and Prince William for the upcoming season. According to Netflix, the new episodes will follow Prince William as he starts at university in St. Andrews, determined to lead as normal a life as possible while he still can. Also beginning life as a university student is Kate Middleton from Berkshire. As the pair meet for the first time on campus, a new romance and a new future for the Crown begins. William will be played by Rufus Camper as a teen, and Ed McVeigh as an adult. 19-year-old Meg Bellamy plays Kate. The show will mark the professional screen debuts for both McVeigh and Bellamy. Season 6 is planned as the final season of the show. It is unclear at what point in history the series will end, but many believe it will cover the 2005 marriage of the man now known as King Charles to Camilla. Not making the show will be anything related to Meghan Markle. Fortunately, you have us to cover that. Speaking of which, Cheryl left us a review. Superficial bitching about Harry and Meghan. It's awful, nasty, harping gossip about Prince Harry and Meghan every episode. 3 stars. Thanks, Cheryl. Hope you enjoy the Coronation series. Palace Intrigue will be right back.
I'm Nina Hobson, ex-police detective from the UK. I've worked on every crime mentionable, from murder to kidnap to stalking to fraud. When I left the force, I launched my own investigations firm that soon became a global operation. I'm also a single mother of 2 to 2 members of my team, my son Harrison and daughter Amy. Every week, we'll be getting first-hand accounts from psychological experts, operatives, former criminals, actual victims of the crimes that we investigate, and of course, my very own flesh and blood. From Storic Media, you're listening to Codename Siren, a true crime podcast. Available on YouTube and all major podcast platforms.
Here's an image to start your weekend from the New York Post. The headline, Princess Diana, Kate Middleton, and Meghan Markle top celeb sex doll requests. The company is called Inferno, but the company's CEO says taste and decency prevent him from fulfilling kinky customers' racy royal requests. CEO Ben Stroud said, "We get requests for Princess Diana regularly, especially after the latest series of The Crown, but we would never open ourselves up to accusations of cheapening her memory. If we were just motivated by money, we would create Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton dolls and see through sales who is the most popular, but at heart, I am a royalist." Dolls are around $1,000 in case you're curious, but the story tells us you can rent one out for $750. The Guardian caught up with Bridgerton creator Shonda Rhimes, who is promoting her new series Queen Charlotte, a prequel set at the point of the fictional timeline when the king's marriage to a black woman heralded a large-scale diversification of English society. The Post reports Rhimes refuses to be drawn into parallels between Queen Charlotte and another woman in the public eye. "I didn't think about Meghan Markle when I was writing this. That didn't enter into the equation for me," she says. "I'm not necessarily interested in whatever is going on with the royal family now." Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, is on Netflix May 4th. And as an aside, happy 90th birthday to Willie Nelson. One way to celebrate his birthday is to check out the podcast, The Best Song Ever This Week, where host Scott Frampton does a quick dive into a song and what makes it special. There are 2 Willie Nelson-themed episodes you'll find new at the top of the feed. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube, or your favorite podcast app of choice. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue and good times.
I'm Alyssa McKay, star of the new podcast, The Royals of Malibu. I play Ella, a sex worker just trying to survive when I get swept away to the wealth and the drama of Malibu.
You know, you can like something without touching it.
You've made the biggest mistake of your life, Ella Sinclair.
You are a total psycho!
Will Ella find a happily ever after ending? Or will these rich kids destroy her? Fall in love with The Royals of Malibu on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts.